Welcome back to Investing with Confidence. I am your host, Joshua David, talking about the do's and the don'ts of the financial markets. And our sponsor, Online Trading Academy, on their 25th year, teaching people just like you how to get in these markets, trade and invest with these markets. Great volatility in these markets, big moves up, but also we're seeing big moves down. I mean, I love these moves, Cam. We're seeing these moves, and it's like the public. You got to have the right strategy to use during volatile markets because volatility is good.
Absolutely.
Most people don't know how to use that. And we talk about that in these investing classes that we do locally here in Denver, Colorado, Atlanta, Georgia, and Bloomington, Minnesota. And if you're in any one of these locations, we have classes physical where we come in and we talk about the markets, on how it's happening, the different opportunities, some of the topics that we're covering here today. We have 2 hours to go into all this with the people coming in, and we're seeing a lot of people come in right now. Just, I think, especially with what these markets are doing, and I mean, you look at the S&P 500 down this year to date is down about, as of this recording, almost 14%. Mm-hmm. Think about that for a second. If somebody has a retirement account, they have $100,000, they're down $13,000.
Yep.
But also probably a little bit more because there's fees that'll come along with that. You think about the NASDAQ right now, and because everybody has been so tech heavy, a lot of people are probably, I'm assuming just because tech was so good for a long time, probably have a lot of tech stocks or tech funds in their accounts. That today, year to date, as of doing this recording, is down 22%. Jeez. So think about that for a second. People are struggling in their retirement accounts. So here's the key is don't do nothing about it. There are strategies and techniques for people to get in these markets and to get in and protect what you have. Learn the strategies for up and down markets, and we talk about that in these investing classes. Just text the word invest to the number 484848 for 2 tickets. If you did miss those, text the word invest to the number 484848. We'll help you out with a date if you get some challenges to doing that. We'll get you a call, but you can also just click the link and pick a date that works best on your schedule. You receive a quick start kit just for doing that as well. And that's what a lot of people really like because it helps people get started right away. So let's continue that discussion, Cam, about, on that last segment, we were talking a little bit about leverage, which is buying power. You're more capital efficient with what you have because a lot of people think they can't get in the markets because they don't have enough money. Now, let's talk about retirement accounts. So we have a lot of listeners that are probably in that build mode because, quite frankly, we have a retirement crisis right now. People just don't have enough to retire.
Absolutely.
So there's strategies to use, especially with IRAs, 401ks, potentially based on how they're set up, to hopefully maybe give them a boost if you don't have enough. Because instead of just buying a stock and just hoping it goes up, there's strategies with options that a lot of people are using in their IRAs. And we're seeing a lot of people come to these investing classes saying, well, hey, what are some of these strategies? So let's just say somebody has an IRA and they want to get into those IRAs and be able to self-direct them. What are you seeing some good strategies with options as far as different opportunities with these volatile markets?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I am a big fan of volatility in the markets because options premiums go up, and one of the better strategies you can do is actually selling these options. So if the premiums of these options go up, that means the options are more expensive. If I'm the one selling the options, it means that I take more in.
So you collect the premium.
I collect the premium. Yeah, this is a concept that not many people know about, but this is exactly what the big boys are doing.
Yep.
They are net sellers of options because most options actually end up expiring worthless.
Well, think Warren Buffett. He makes the majority of his money trading options.
And no one really knows that. Warren Buffett, he gets paid to wait.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine you want to own something, but it's not at the price you want, and you can get paid to wait. What a great strategy that is.
That's an option strategy that you're talking about there. It's just, and it's different terminology. So don't worry about the terminology that we're talking about right now. You'll get some of that in the investing classes for those of you that come to those classes. But options are a great asset to utilize for, especially if you do like stocks. So just tell a little bit about the buying power, how that works, because you're essentially buying stock at a discount.
Yeah, absolutely. I am a huge fan of the options market because of that leverage we talked about. So, one options contract is worth 100 shares of a certain stock, but you're going to put up a lot less capital to control that same move. So, if we were looking at the S&P 500 right now, for instance, we're trading around what 340 or so now. It's went down quite a bit today.
Yeah, what are you talking about, the SPY?
Yeah,
It's actually at about 415.
415. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. So if you were to buy 100 shares of that, you would need to put up $41,500.
And that's the reason why a lot of people think they can't get in the market. And that's because that's, I don't know your world, but I think that's tying up that much is a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. And if you were to enter into the options market, you can essentially get into that same exact move, capture that same exact amount of buying power for a lot less money, putting up a lot less, which is really great.
Yeah, it's basically a fraction of the cost. It's called a strike price, and you'll get some of that stuff. We'll actually kind of discuss some of that stuff in these investing classes, the terminology, because like I said, these aren't new. It's just a little bit different. If you have retirement accounts, 401ks or IRAs, and you're looking to maybe start to learn the different strategies for them, as Cam was talking about, getting paid to wait is one of those strategies with options. I'm going to give away some tickets for this investing class for people that are in Denver, Colorado, Bloomington, Minnesota, and Atlanta, Georgia. If you got a text right now, text the word INVEST to the number 484848 for 2 tickets. You're also going to receive a financial quick start kit that has some different topics like options, how to get started in the markets, and really help you get started right away. So text the word INVEST to the number 484848. So Cam, let's stay on the topic of retirement accounts.
Yeah.
We're seeing down markets right now.
Yep.
So if someone has a 401k or IRA that's being managed by a broker advisor, whatever that may be, they are only in an upward strategy,
Yes.
which basically means they are only making a return as markets go up.
Right.
Is it possible? Is there strategies to make a return in a down market, say with an IRA if you self-direct?
Absolutely. And that's something that most people don't understand. I've talked to a lot of my friends about this, and their minds are blown when I tell them that they can actually make money from the markets going down in price. And that's a strategy that most people are not aware of because it's kind of counterintuitive.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have an IRA or a retirement account, a 401k, your broker is your financial advisor is just having you in a long strategy, meaning that your accounts will do well if these markets continue to go up. However, if these markets go down, if we enter into a bear market, I mean, a lot of people are going to be hurting, and I'm worried for people, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, I think that there's no better time than right now for people to take control of their financial of their finances and take control of their financial life and start managing these accounts in a way where we can do well in all market conditions.
Yeah, it's just having that strategy for every market condition, up market, down market, sideways market. So as Cam was talking about, it doesn't really matter which way the market goes. We want to be able to capitalize and have the opportunity to have a strategy that might be able to do that. And the concept is called shorting. So to do that, you can't technically short in a qualified retirement plan, but options is how that what that strategy is used. That's the asset that you can use in that. So people that have 401ks, IRAs that want to take more control in those decisions, because quite frankly, you're already making those decisions right now. You're just paying somebody to hold it. Think about that for a second. You're paying a return, a percentage. A lot of people think it's not very much, but a couple percent is a lot over a lifetime in a retirement account to just hold your money. That's kind of like me giving you a couple bucks right now and say, once you hold that, but I'll pay you 2% for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
Just to hold it.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense, but that's what you're trained and conditioned to do.
Absolutely.
So if you have those retirement accounts, 401ks, IRAs, you want to take more control of them, I guess, or even maybe just have a better conversation with your broker. You got to come to one of these investing classes. These are hands-on classes, physical classes where we teach the different techniques, the different strategies for income strategies or wealth strategies, especially like what we're talking about here on this segment for 401ks and IRAs. So if you want to call in right now for some tickets for an investing class to get started, just take control of what you have. Take action in these accounts. Call right now. Call 888-682-6466. That's 888-682-6466 for 2 tickets for this investing class locally here in Bloomington, Minnesota, Atlanta, Georgia, and Denver, Colorado. So if you're in any one of these locations in the metro areas there, you call in for these classes. You can also text the word INVEST to the number 484848. Coming up next, I want to do something a little bit differently. I want to talk about, I guess, some different stocks, what's going on with these. Are they up? Are they down? And some of the more of the opportunities that we do see moving forward. And I do want to inspire people to take control of their finances. This is Josh and Cam, Investing with Confidence. We'll be right back.